Imagine Earth at night. Moonlight glitters on vast polar ice, silent and eternal. Greenland and Antarctica hold nearly all fresh water, cooling the planet and driving oceans. For millennia, glaciers stood unshaken, but warming air now carves deep wounds into their edges. Each summer more ice bleeds into the sea. What if one day it melted completely? Cracks echo like thunder, glaciers fracture, torrents roar southward into oceans. Oceans surge not centimeters per decade, but meters in mere hours. New York becomes Venice. Skyscrapers shimmer in black tides. Sirens wail in the dark. London's Thames barrier surrenders. Big Ben peers over a silver sea. Shanghai's neon skyline glows underwater. Millions scramble inland for survival. Bangladesh is gone. Florida reduced to scattered islands on a restless sea. Salt water infiltrates rivers and wells. Fertile soil turns to poisoned dust. Permafrost collapses in the Arctic. Methane bursts forth like a greenhouse bomb. The Gulf Stream falters. Europe plunges into brutal winters like ghosts of an ice age. Storms mutate into super hurricanes that churn oceans into walls of destruction. At the equator, cities roast at 50 degrees Celsius. Nights suffocate with trapped heat. Forests ignite. Amazon flames roar skyward. Ash dims daylight across continents. Polar bears swim until exhaustion. Penguins huddle on shrinking icebergs. Elephants wander cracked plains. Extinction becomes daily news. Refugees flood roads. Families wade through waters seeking higher ground. Hunger spreads, crops drown, animals die, markets stand empty. Diseases return, cholera and plague rise from stagnant pools. Governments collapse, borders dissolve as millions march inland. Skies darken with smoke, power grids fail, economies grind to silence. Civilizations crumble, generations of progress vanish under restless waves. For a moment's silence, Earth exhales under its new oceans. A new world map emerges with inland seas where farmland once thrived. Decisions today decide tomorrow's coastlines and future maps. Every action matters. Each degree could mean survival. Hope remains, but hope without action melts faster than ice. Stand on higher ground, not just land, but vision. Listen to glaciers crack, each drop a plea for help. Do not wait for oceans at your door. Act before the tide. This is not just science. It is the story of every human to come. Imagine your children asking why we did nothing. Imagine answering with silence or with pride that you tried. The earth will remember, and so will history. What if the ice caps melt? The nightmare is written, the ending is not. The story is still ours. The question is which future we choose. Before the tide erases our world, let us rise higher than the water. Every year oceans climb higher. Each glacier shrinks, ticking the clock louder. History warns us, the last ice age shifted seas by hundreds of meters. Imagine Venice gone, pyramids surrounded, the Statue of Liberty half drowned. Cultural treasures drown, art and faith devoured by the sea. Billions displaced in a migration unlike anything in memory. Conflicts erupt over water and land. Wars fought for soil, not gold. Science predicts meters of rise, but collapse may come faster. Nature adapts, mangroves spread, algae bloom in Arctic seas. Humanity adapts too, with floating farms feeding drowned cities. Solar fields rise in deserts. Turbines replace drowned oil fields. Innovation sparks hope, but can hope outpace water? From space Earth looks bruised but alive, warning etched into oceans. The nightmare creeps closer. Change feels slow until it strikes. We stand at a crossroads. The ice still exists, but not for long. Each drop is a heartbeat lost. Every delay feeds disaster. The choice is ours. Awaken or drown in denial. Tomorrow's dawn will decide, will we be remembered as the lost? Or as the generation who fought back and saved the last ice? The clock ticks louder. The story is not yet finished. Children inherit ruins. Legends replace memories of snow. This nightmare is not fantasy. Fragments unfold as glaciers retreat.